he's probably canonically gotten a prostate exam by now.
Yeah.
I mean, only if he's good about his personal care.
Hey everybody! Welcome back to Torchlit Tavern. My name is Jameson Oxford. We are a real play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We focus on narrative-driven storytelling. My name is Jameson Oxford. I said that already. I am your Dungeon Master. Playing with me today is Jeffrey Lusk.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I am your Crestkin rogue, Raisk.
Absolutely. Playing with him as well is Ryan Santos.
Hey, it's me. I'm Ryan. I play Nine. She is a Warforged artificer, and I make the thing, and sometimes I do the shoot, eventually.
Doing a pew.
Do the pew-pew. And last but certainly not least, Mitchell Travis.
Hi, guys. I play Aderu, who plays Halor, who is a barbarian, who plays a druid.
Okay. Yeah, today, something right up the druid's alley. We are going to be playing Werewolf, I've decided. We talked about it in chat, which is our behind-the-scenes little chat where very little gets done, but you get to know us a little better.
So
and
little
we decided
got done
that
in this last chat.
They decided they wanted to be furries, so we're going to play Werewolf today.
Jay
No.
decided. We decided. We wanted
Makes
to be
sense.
furries.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand the distinction you just made. Anyway,
So much furry talk in the intros these days.
there is a lot of furry talk. We're furry-centric lately. Without further ado,
It's Aderu.
Without
damn
further
it.
ado, thank you, Mitch, for joining us. You're no longer needed.
Last time on Torchlit Tavern, Blackpowder.
Blackpowder!
He says, I don't care. Go. Yes. Fucking find water for the men. We are almost at the river. Why are we worried?
Aderu just looks around kind of uncomfortably, and like the dudes.
Mhm.
Bruh.
The men see and hear Vivaldi kind of dismissing the idea of getting them water. They watch this.
Lore seems to think everyone is the same in the privacy. I know that's not true.
People like Aderu needed to be true because the truth is too complicated to deal with. If you are willing to kill people who do not deserve it, you can get a lot done. The trick is finding a way to minimize that if you are trying to change your world. Dulf and Thrud will be taking care of the 40 men you sent west.
Good. That's why they sent them there.
And when they're done, they will come for this one next. I will tell them that you have lost your mind.
You question a dog and it whimpers at your heel. You question a wolf and you get bit. Consider whether you really choose to decide what kind of candid I am today.
You are not the leader of this pack.
I am in no pack. I am dispatched alone as always. I am given order and I follow it. You said to procure this blade, and so I have. And Aderu draws out the sword.
What happened?
I be having a bit of trouble with my old family. They be a bit short of the sight.
Want to talk about burning things to the ground from a broken circle member. And I move towards the camp.
The only thing I be having to say in my defense is think about the number of nights you be sleeping where I be sleeping and the number of nights we both be waking. If I was like them, one of us wouldn't be here to be talking this day.
I turn back to look at you, and I narrow my eyes, and I go, one of us, indeed.
"38 years ago, a construct was made. A complicated thing, not the first of their kind, but refined after several previous attempts. 8 previous attempts to be exact. Until the crafting of the thing itself had reached the limits of what their creator's mortal hands could accomplish. It was with this knowledge that this construct was made, with the abilities and tools necessary to help an artificer go beyond their previous abilities. Number 9, as it was designated, came online in a small laboratory, surrounded by blueprints and work tables, a carefully catalogued and clean space filled with tools, devices, and the raw energy of creativity. Number 9's primary purpose was to help their creator, a human woman who liked to talk to themselves and their work when no one was around. This included cleaning, lifting, and being an extra set of hands and eyes on complicated projects. Number 9 was gifted with speech as well. As the construct learned, it was to use that knowledge to communicate back to the creator, functioning as a sounding board, helping with the creative process necessary for their work. As Number 9 spoke and learned, they began to think. The creator seemed joyful at the successful model capable of its own computations. Number 9 did not remember the first project that it worked on, but the creator's voice and the information gathered from years in the workshop began to give Number 9 a rising intelligence. The maker found this intelligence suited their work well and spent much time conversing. Number 9 did not begin aware. Years of programmed robotic duty continued on. Countless designs, other constructs, large devices of stone and steel, and 1 million vibrant conversations on how best to achieve a common goal went by. And the information slowly became something that remained in their consciousness. Memories began to form, memories of working in the shop side by side with her creator, memories of a previous time performing her one purpose, to create with the maker. One day, Number 9 helped the maker finish one final project, another construct like her. The next day, she was told by the maker that she had a new project. She was to work with a dwarf named Underbrew, until she was no longer needed by him. She told Number 9 to follow his orders. That evening was the last time she saw her maker.
Cool.
We're starting off with a 9 story this time.
Fun.
So, 9.
Hi.
Your compatriots, we'll call them, because I don't know if you can call them friends nowadays, have been gone for a couple hours, and you've been left alone with just Foe leading the horses and the men. You guys are still ahead by 100 or so feet, but you've been listening to Vivaldi. Vivaldi, you can hear in the back, has been trying to galvanize the very tired men to catching up with you. Do you want to do anything in that time before Marmot Dew becomes canon? I would like to go back before Marmot Dew became canon, so I'm going to give you that chance.
Yeah, sure. I would like to talk to the only motherfucker that didn't leave me behind, which is Foe.
Who, me?
Yeah, you bitch.
Damn.
So hostile.
Hey, oh,
Yes, 9.
am I weird?
Could you be more specific?
Is it weird to want to go and check on someone that I care about?
No, it would not be weird for any person to want to check on someone they cared about.
It wouldn't be weird for a person to do that.
Yes.
And I'm not a person. I'm a construct?
Yes, you are a construct. Whether you're not a person might be a more complicated question. Everything that I know about how you function, my answer would be that you are not a person.
But, like, if something happened to, like, or if you hadn't heard from the person that, you weren't made, but, like, birthed you, wouldn't you want to know if they're okay? You hadn't heard about them for a long time?
Well,
You've got parents, I would imagine.
well, yes, my father was a much different man. I don't know where my mother is, but my father was an abusive father. It took me a lot of time to find that out, but
But you have someone, at least there's someone that, like, cared for you out there, right?
yes, I should hope.
Wouldn't you want to check on them if they were, gone?
Yes, of course.
So why is it weird that I want to?
It is weird that you want anything.
Does it have to be?
I don't know, Nine. I don't know if this is just some sort of simulation gone awry in your magic. I don't know if this conversation registers for you the way it will with me. It should be different. Maybe it is not, but I am not an artificer. You would be the first one, you are the first one, to make me question such. If your plan is to leave us so that you can go check on this person you are worried about, the only thing that I will say is 2 things. 1, that person would not, if they care for you the same way you care for them, wish for you to endanger yourself. And 2, the person you are looking for I know to be the safest person in Santitas.
Really?
Santitas is dangerous. But I would not be worried about Martha.
Okay.
I think that you will have much to grow accustomed to upon your return.
Thank you.
If you wanted to leave, I could open the cage. They could say you broke free and overpowered me. Is that what you want? Consider it a final repayment for being nice so long ago.
I think I can wait a little while longer.
I'm happy to hear that.
As that conversation wraps up, you actually see Raysk and Adaru come back over the hill, and everybody drinks some marmot. It's deeply upsetting. You watch.
I told them they weren't going to like it.
Huh?
Is that safe?
Adaru?
It is safer than nothing.
Excuse me, I have to roll a shit ton of disease checks. I'll let you know.
I imagine it's
Rolling for dysentery.
Alright, well, everyone seems okay.
fantastic.
Winning.
Okay.
I'm part of that, everyone, so fantastic.
Few of the people Oh, you gotta roll your own save. Go ahead and give me a con save if you're drinking marmot blood.
I have to. I'm
No, you
gonna
don't. You
fucking
have the cup,
die.
right? Doesn't he have the cup?
Oh, you don't have to drink. Yeah, you're not.
no.
You're
People
not.
are just lifting up their marmots above the head and just wringing them out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. The men
That's what I would
are desperate. Y'all
I
can
have a
make your
cup?
choice. Well, no. You got to drink from Eric, so you're like not in the same boat as everybody else. You're about to be. You will get a level of
yeah.
exhaustion like tonight, but
Then I'll save my marmot, I guess. Because I don't want to have to drink it.
oh my
But
god.
I will.
Yeah, it's definitely save that marmot for later. You know, that's
Hey,
the
is
nice
it-
thing about marmot dew is that you can share
It's
or
dead,
you can
though,
save
right?
it for later.
It's not
It
alive.
keeps well.
It'll be fine, just sitting there, right?
No, it's got to be alive. Are you kidding me? No, just
Yeah, it helps
no,
preserve
it's-
You want to keep the immune system running as long as possible.
yeah.
I would imagine, honestly, I would imagine so.
It will curdle.
I'm gonna say this, and
Will it curdle?
you guys can just make your best guess as to whether your DM is kidding or not. That every day the DC will go up if it's dead, because it starts to go bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to keep that. You got to keep that immune system running.
But also, if it's like, if you wait and it like rots a bit, that's
Mhm.
more liquid.
That's
Oh, God.
ugh.
It's more solid. I'll tell you that fucking much.
I'm just saying.
So
Blood
the
curdles.
blood will actually curdle
Yeah.
first.
So we're done.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's
Canonically,
actually
they're
the
all
before
dead.
I
One, huh?
there cracks open a warm one with the boys. That's a 21.
Bite the top off like it's a cork.
Yeah.
Just
Uh-huh.
Just
No,
pull out his hatchet and just whack.
16.
And then,
it's horrible. It's not great to choke down. It is not a clean
speak
animal.
for yourself.
I mean, Adaru can treat it however
He's
he
actually
wants.
speaking for me.
Yeah, I'm speaking for
Sorry.
Reyes. Yeah, it's not great. You can tell me how you feel about drinking the blood of an animal, but like that animal is particularly not ideal for this. It's what you got. But it does take the edge off the thirst, which hasn't been clawing at you the way it is the other men. You watch the other men; they get scary at the way they like. You see a lot of them look at it as if it's like something distasteful or nasty, and then the moment their lips touch liquid, you watch them get that vampire thirst going on, and it gets a little frightening to watch somebody's biology take over what they're doing.
Yeah, Reyes being like very shark-like, I think that he has eaten up until this point in front of other people like regular human food. He's humanoid. It looks right.
Sure.
So this instance where he could look more like an animal, I think he's cognizant of that. So he walks away from them when he does it, because like it's just gonna be weird.
I don't want to embarrass myself in front of the guys.
Like he doesn't really have lips either.
Yeah, it's
so
gonna
this
be
is
messy.
gonna be like messy.
Yeah. Okay.
So chugs it down. Walks away.
All right. We drank the marmots. That's more time than the marmots deserve. Adaru.
Adaru is going to capitalize on this because I don't remember how many we got, and I don't remember how many dudes we had left. But I know it wasn't enough. It was like 3 men or 4 men that didn't get one.
Yes.
So Adaru is going to report back to Vivaldi. Sir, I would like to requisition use of the mechanical beast. We have men that will not make it otherwise. If we have it pull, then perhaps they make it.
What do you mean requisition the what?
What do you want? Once again, he seems to be like he's in the back of that one cart. He is still digging through shit, and it looks like he's just finishing up, and he's looking very angry. As he turns to you, Adaru, you see something behind his eyes you've never seen before, and it is a rage that as you see it, you realize it's always been there, but now it's not hiding.
I said that I believe if we utilize our assets more efficiently, we can save more of the men. There are a handful who I was not able to buy additional transit time.
You want to reactivate number 9 and let it out.
I want to utilize all the tools at our disposal, yes. We've contained it once before, we could contain it again if need be.
Have the men you gave liquid to pull the cut for the others then. She stays in her cage. Or better yet, maybe we just have some of our men leave behind the others, or kill them. We will not be dragged behind by those who cannot go forward.
I will instruct the men of your decision. I will have them select which ones to leave behind.
Do it.
And there waits like an hour for people to, pet back up a little bit from their marmot dew.
I kind of wish that I wasn't pretending to be activated just so I could, randomly chirp at Vivaldi and just fuck with him.
9's like a smoke alarm. She's just chirping randomly in the cart. Beep! Fucking low batteries.
Literally chirping.
What is that?
Yeah, I know. I love that he took it literally, but that's even better, honestly.
Right?
Will somebody replace the batteries in that damn thing?
9 just got bored and she's just making weird robot noises because nobody knows better.
All right, so, Adair, what do you do?
I let Vivaldi burn. Adair musters the men, and he doesn't summon Vivaldi. And I need a moment of everyone's time before we resume march.
Did you get four more? Me and the guys here, we didn't get ours.
No.
And I just wanted to... What?
Reyes and I were unable to find more for you.
That's...
I am sorry, friends.
Hey, I just heard a wild chicken. Maybe we could catch that and I drink him. Is that all right?
No, that's a hentar. You don't want to fuck with that. That's
Are you sure? I am
we
very...
are not strong enough for
very
that.
thirsty.
We
I
need
don't know.
2-3 more levels minimum. I am sorry, friends. C3P4 and I, we were unable to find enough for everyone.
That's okay. You got everyone else one. We'll just give you some time. I can make it a little longer. It's fine. I can wait. Right?
Yes, of course. Yes, that was actually the directive, is that you can wait here until you die.
What?
You see,
Your commanding...
and all the men just sort of start side-eyeing each other. The 4 dudes who are kind of separated go, what do you mean?
And he speaks to all of the men, and he says, yes, per your commanding officer, we are to leave behind the weak, so as to not slow down those who are healthy. I do not encourage this, but it is our orders.
No, you can't do this. You can't do this to us. We'll die. What do you mean? We'll keep up. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yes, I had requested to use the automaton as additional pulling force, but it was not a desirable operation, and I apologize. Perhaps if we work together, we can belay your demise long enough to find you something to consume. I do not wish to see you demise.
We'll keep up.
He looks at the other 3 and they nod. That being said, all other men have lost their half-speed penalty, and these men have not. But they are adamant that they'll keep up.
And just to really drive this all home, I think it is important that we do what we can, so that more men are not forced to be left behind. That is how we have been instructed to proceed.
So, Daru, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I think that's a 10.
Okay. On top of that, give me an insight.
That was a 10. I swear to fuck. It's an 11. It's an 11.
11.
I rolled an 8 twice.
Okay. I will give you the benefit of your passive, which is a 13. So, something you pick up from the men, when you say that, you get... I'm sure Adaru feels like they're gonna be indignant at that idea, right? That was what you'd assume.
Yeah.
But you watch these men who have grown up in the primacy and have been trained to be primacy soldiers take what you said and Vivaldi's orders with a terrifying stoicism. You watch the 19 men that you saved stop looking at the 4 men as if they're already dead and gone. And you just watch this societal training kick in that these men are going to bring the primacy down.
But every opportunity, every change brings new opportunity.
Absolutely.
And Adaru just falls back with the 4 men, and they are really going to leave you behind.
Yes, No, because we're going to keep up, yes.
If we had a new commanding officer, I am sure orders could be amended. And the there just catches up with the rest of the men.
Okay. You guys start moving forward for the rest of the day. Eventually, everybody does reach the end of their rope, so to speak. You guys we're traveling at night, right? That was actually something we have done a poor job of describing, that we moved to a more evening walk.
Yeah, rest during the hot part.
Yeah.
Move during the cool part. The more natural animal transportation method.
As everyone sort of starts to stop for the final night, because you guys lost a lot of time, but now you're only about a half day away from the river. Everybody does their final camp that they feel, because everybody can feel that they'll make it. Even the 4 men at the back, who you guys left behind hours ago, they think they can make it. You know, they're trying to muscle their way through. You guys make camp that night. And, well, what little camp you guys make nowadays, because nobody really bothers at this point. What do you do?
I need to talk to the robot.
I don't know exactly what Reyes does. I think Reyes stays kind of uncharacteristically close to Foe, and maybe not even Foe. Actually, I think he stays uncharacteristically close to Halor. He knows more. He knows something's up, and he doesn't like being caught off guard.
Sure. So Rhea sticks near Halor tonight.
Not hard to do. Halor is just sort of circling around through people. But it is obvious that Halor is on edge, which you haven't really seen before. Anxiety is a new thing to witness from Halor. So as people start making camp, I grab Reyes and I head over to 9. And I speak frankly to 9 in front of Foe, because I don't care anymore, and Reyes, because we homies. And we are going to be attacked soon. They will set upon us, but they will not strike at 9. They fear it.
The broken circle.
Yes. They will seek to strike at us, likely now when we are at rest and we are tired. But they will not engage the automata if they do not have to.
Do you know how many?
No. I engaged with 3 personally, under the command of 1, a small one. There is likely a handful. We do not operate in large grouping. Too easy to track, too easy to counter-strike.
Would they risk a direct attack?
They may, but not with 9, not with the guns. It's too much. The musket, the automata. They are things we know to fear. But if we leave 9 unattended, I promise you, sabotage will occur.
So they will attempt to start picking us off covertly.
If possible, yes, as we rest, most likely.
Starting with the weakest, one would assume.
Possibly. There are different ways to pursue. On one hand, the weak are easy to take care of, but on the other hand, you waste your element of surprise, taking out something that is not a real threat. If I am going to have opportunity to remove a factor, I remove strongest factor first.
You only remove strongest factors if you know you will be caught after your first attack. I am a great example of one who knows how to take out the weaker forces without alerting the strong.
I expect them to be more direct in future engagements. It is personal. And perhaps we use that as opportunity. If and when they attack, it gives us reason to reactivate 9. I have no reason to contain it, only for facade. And the facade grows weary for all of us.
Have I noticed the way that Vivaldi has sort of treated the idea of 9 being active?
Oh yeah. No, he's not quiet. Anytime the conversation of 9 has come up, Vivaldi practically yells at people. Everyone is very aware that 9 is the only thing in this camp that Vivaldi gives a shit about.
Do you truly think that Vivaldi would be okay with the idea of activating 9 from what sounds like a threat to only his men? I lean over to 9 and I go, this plan, this idea puts heavy emphasis on you. What are your thoughts, 9?
I mean, I'm fine playing, I guess, dead for as long as you need me to. But is there anything you need me specifically to do when they attack us?
Your presence alone should be a significant dissuasion from engagement. I imagine engagement will avoid where you are, but do not become isolated. If I felt that I had the advantage in my palm, I would seek to destroy you first, and they will do the same. You are the thing we fear most here.
I still don't understand why, but okay. Do you intend to pretend to keep me caged?
For now, Vivaldi has made it clear that this facade must be maintained, but I am sure that soon we will be provided opportunity to reevaluate the situation.
So I'm just gonna be waiting to be let out then?
Unless we can find some sooner method, I suppose so.
I want to take this opportunity to look around. Really look around. Who's noticing us? If anybody.
Roll perception.
And Aderu turns to Saf. And if Vivaldi takes issue with what we do here, I know 4 men that could use his liquids.
19.
So, Reyes, you see that the men don't give a shit. They're still tired. Like, when it comes time to crash, they all actively crash. But Vivaldi has stopped working on searching his shit, and he is looking over at y'all. And you're not sure how long he's been looking at you.
It should be made aware that Vivaldi is watching us closely right now.
Aderu pulls out his sword and just pokes 9 with it a couple times. Gives her the old, you dead poke. Puts it back in his scabbard.
I lean to a side.
Give a performance check with advantage.
All right, hold on. Let me pull out my stats.
You can choose whoever wants to do the actual roll.
Well, I've got a +2. How do you want to run it, Ryan?
I mean, I leaned over, so it's a performance on me.
Play dead.
Oh my god, that's a nat 1.
With advantage. He did give you advantage.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, thank
yes,
God.
I gave you advantage because you have aid from Adara.
Oh my god, it's a nat 20.
Whoa!
Holy shit, yes.
Perfect balance.
Hot damn.
Fantastic. Yeah, you fall over. There's even like a chunk of you that looks like it falls off that's still attached, but it like falls off like it's not attached properly. Looks like it hangs outside the cage. You just see Vivaldi's eyes flash and look back away, and he walks off like he's gonna go for a stroll or some shit.
Jesus Christ, that was so clutch right now.
So they will attack us during the day while we try to sleep.
I expect they will attack us yes. Yes. The answer is yes. But when we make it to the river, they will be waiting in ambush. They know we need water. So it is good we be rested.
So should we take shifts or just sleep?
I believe we should sleep in group. And we should speak with men. Let them know. It is better if everyone is prepared for attack. That way, they are not caught by surprise.
We have not seen them attack during the day yet.
How many days have you seen me travel by your side? Every one of them is a day that the circle has attacked you.
Well,
we take opportunity where it is provided. Time of day matters not. Maybe more or less beneficial, but matters not.
Then we should take separate watches from the men.
Sure.
Who wishes to watch first? And,
seeing that we're right next to 9 still.
9, will you be able to take a watch while remaining to look deactivated?
I won't be able to be very alert, but I can summon 1 and 2, if that is helpful.
I then, because this is really what I started to ask what Vivaldi was looking for, I then, again, make sure that Vivaldi's not looking.
He's not there.
My hands and fingers elongate. 1 and 2 are summoned.
I can bring out Walker too if you want him.
Yes.
Okay. He's not as, alive as these two, but, he'll do stuff.
Is that a walker in your pocket, Rask, or are you just happy to see me?
Yep.
Alright.
So, Walker's out. I actually want to see if I can hide Walker under the carriage.
Jay?
Whatever
Cool
it
with
is.
that, yeah. I mean, he can be tying your Walker right now. He kind of has to be in my leg anyway.
Yeah,
so.
where do you want him to go? You want him to be under the you just want him to walk under there? What do you want to do?
I mean, I don't know what his walking speed is. If it's slower than this thing moves.
I mean, we're resting, so
We're resting.
as
Yeah.
long as it's
Just hide him
equal
under
to
there.
or greater than
Just
0.
hide him under there. That's it. I just want to hide him so you can't see him.
Can we canonically give Walker spider climb?
Yeah, I mean, if you just want him to hide underneath the fucking... Yeah, that's
The
fine.
cart.
The wagon?
Yeah.
I think that it will have a problem keeping up if you walk with Walker, but yeah.
Right. But at this stage, we're not moving. So,
Yeah, you're fine.
and then when we start moving, I'll just see if I can
We'll deal with
like,
that
tie
then.
him to it.
Yeah.
Tie him to the undercave.
As
Sounds
part
like
of
a
the
later
bonus
problem.
action, you can direct the cannon to walk up to or climb up to 15 feet to an unoccupied space, provided it has legs. And he does. So
Yeah. It's
he's
just
got
super
15
slow.
speed.
Yeah, it's at a 15-foot speed that he has to activate on his rounds or whatever. But so it's slow as fuck. But yes, you can. Yes.
Then I'm gonna whoosh, as soon as he makes
Can
one
Walker
or
see
two, I'm gonna-
things?
Walker has an eye.
Does it? It
I
doesn't.
mean,
act
he would
without
need
you.
to be able to be. I mean, he fires at shit, so he would be able to,
Yeah,
he'd
but-
need to
but
be
like
able to see.
You have
Walker-
to have some sort of
Walker
perception.
doesn't act on its own, right? That's the whole
No.
point. Gotcha.
That
Yeah,
is
does
the point,
Walker
yeah.
just work off of 9's target designation
Basically,
system? 9
yeah.
just gives it like an IFF ping and it
Yes,
responds.
apparently, yeah.
If
Essentially.
Walker's laser designated.
Yeah, if we want to make it that complicated, yeah.
Yes.
No, Ryan, we want this. Because then later, you can Yeeticus Walker up into the air and then have it fire over a wall at something you've laser designated through a window.
It's not wrong.
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah, Walker
Yes.
walks under the fucking wagon and everybody gets ready for
Fucks off.
a long night.
Okay.
I like I say, I covertly grab one or two right after they live and just
You just immediately
And then,
grab them by the mouths. Shut up!
yeah.
I knew!
yeah.
You look over and you see Vivaldi is talking to Foe, and Foe like glances over you and just kind of steps to make Vivaldi turn away from you guys. And he's just like,
And then put him in my cloak, and then I take him into the woods and I set them down where nobody can see them, and I go in a tree so like something else can't find them, or in a bush, and I go shh. I don't even make the shh sound. I just put the
This is an audio podcast, so yeah.
yes. I put a finger to my face in a shush motion, and then I nod at them and go and say,
Wait till we give some signal to show yourselves.
They nod.
perfect. I nod back at them, and then
Oh.
I slink off.
They start playing rock, paper, scissors.
Sev is doing things, so Adair does a head count and rests.
With Walker.
who had the second watch?
That would be me, I'm presuming.
Adaru, in the middle of the night, you hear, actually roll perception, but I believe you're going to hear enough of this because of your passive.
Alright. Let me see if I can do the thing that I do, where I just point myself, but call it. I'm gonna say it's I'm feeling 14. I'm feeling 14, but I'm afraid it's gonna be my third 8 in a row.
You got this.
It's a 5. That's
Fuck.
a 10.
Yeah, so Adaru, you hear almost too late, but just enough for you to run around and get a good glimpse. You hear the sounds of men going, "Get him now!" And you hear a quick gun go off, so everybody in the camp gets awoken. And then there is the large, unmistakable whoosh and boom of a fireball. And you see the 4 men that have caught up just tried to kill Vivaldi.
Oh, shit.
Got him!
They tried. The smell of burning hair and meat could be smelled on one end of the camp, near his wagon.
Guys, we made him use a spell slot.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Everybody who was asleep wakes up. Vivaldi brushes himself off, turns to the rest of the camp and says, "Continue your rest. Everything is fine." And he goes back to his wagon, where he's sort of made a makeshift bed.
So one of the dudes cast Fireball on Vivaldi? Fucking dope.
Yeah, you wish?
I do wish. I really do. He's a tiefling. He'd only take half anyway.
Yep.
Well, fuck.
Adaru, your passive perception lets you know that they shot him. You see he's wounded.
Well, I have a water skin that's not doing anything important. And I have a plan that's, it's gonna be bad for somebody. So, what the Adaru
Isn't it empty?
has... Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to fill it with this vial of poison that I have.
Oh. Okay.
And,
Really now?
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I've had this vial of poison forever, and I've had this vial of antitoxin forever, and Jay, I don't like poisons in D&D 5th. They're kind of dumb.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. You want to do 1d4 poison damage to him?
One time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or like for a minute or whatever.
For a minute, yeah.
Hell yeah. Good job, bud.
And then he gets the poison condition, right?
No.
No.
For fuck's
No.
sake.
He just has to roll every round for a minute, and he might take 1d4 damage, or he might not.
So why do this then?
Because story points, bitches.
Ooh.
Oh, fair
Oh
point.
my god. He used the thing for, like, how helpful thing.
I've used it for helpful... Well, I've used it before.
So what are we... What is... There it is. What is,
So
what are
I'd
you
just
using
like
the
this to
story
be a...
point for exactly?
I would just like this to be a real poison. Like a poisony poison.
I will let him use the poison condition, as Jeff said, which will give him disadvantage on, like, everything he attempts, and I will let it last for the day, for a story point. I'll make that trade. Yeah. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I'll take that hit.
But you do have to, like, get him to drink it.
Yes!
I have
Yeah.
Do I have to get it to drink it, or do I have to get him in his body?
Fair, I guess.
Now he has a third hole that I can put it in.
So, Derry, what do you do?
It is important to know that is often labeled on the poisons.
But it's not labeled on my water bag, Jeff. And see, I have put the poison in my water skin.
He's got you there.
As anyone who's ever worked in a pharmacy knows, once you remove the label, all bets are off.
Yeah. Fucking, you're in for a ride.
As anybody who's any aware of poisons may know, things that poison on wound more frequently than you think don't poison upon ingestion. You see, your body just breaks it down into useless junk.
Ryan, go.
Mitch's random fact.
All right. So, yes, Jeff, you are correct. In fact, most poisons and venoms only affect specific parts of the bodies with specific application methods. But the good news is the third hole he has isn't a mouth. It's a chest wound. So I am going to apply it to a wound.
Oh, you're going to pretend to wash his wound with poison?
Yes.
Good luck.
Hey, Ryan, remember that sexy spy music you used when
Oh yeah.
Reyes
I'll get
and
it
Foe had a tussle?
yeah.
It's time to start it again.
Don't worry.
Deru?
Yeah, so,
What
Adaru...
the fuck do you do?
Adaru knows deep cover better than anyone else. And so he's got this wineskin full of poison. And he goes up to Foe. Do you require medical assistance?
Start over.
Why?
You said Foe.
Oh, okay. And he goes over to Foe. Do you require medical assistance? You look
His
scared.
name is Vivaldi.
Are you okay? You look shaken. I know, the big fighter was scary. It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you so much. I was scared. Give me a kiss and I'll feel better.
I give him a kiss right on the forehead, and I just hold it for a minute to let him know that it's okay.
His horn pokes you in the
give him a hug.
cheek, but you like it.
And then I move to speak to Vivaldi.
Yeah, okay.
Vivaldi, you are injured, yes? From the shot?
I am fine. Go back to your rest or your watch.
Have you cleaned the wound?
He looks up and says,
Of course not. It just happened. What the hell do you want?
I have water, if you wish to clean the wound. And then Adaru presents to him his water skin. It is not much, but it should be sufficient. So now I need to roll a deception check. because I
yeah,
lied
yes,
to his face.
deception, yeah. He just stares at you, like, levelly. I mean, he was just attacked. He doesn't trust people lately. Things aren't going his way. Roll deception.
I'm going to give myself advantage.
No.
I'm gonna aid him.
How?
He stares at you. He stares at you.
By wanting it to happen?
The robot. It's true.
He stares at you lovingly.
There's definitely water in there.
Roll to seduce.
Vivaldi's just like, shit, well,
Alright, here. I'm gonna try something different. I'm going to let you know the stakes of this deception. The DC to beat is going to be...
more than 6.
It's 15.
It's more than
Nine
6.
hands
More than
Adaru
6.
a very special apron.
Oh, he can't resist the apron.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's
It's the French maid's apron.
So I would actually like to do something before I roll here. I would like to roll an insight to see his... You said I get the dead eye, right?
Yes.
Can I... Is it either immediately obvious, or am I able to roll an insight to determine, like, if he thinks I'm lying?
Your passive is 13? Yeah, no, you don't get the idea that Vivaldi does not trust specifically Adaru. You get the idea that Vivaldi just got shot, and you've been watching Vivaldi unravel for the last day and a half.
Okay. Alright, what role am I failing? Deception. That's a 15.
I mean...
I told you what the fucking roll was, so...
If it
Meets it beats, baby.
It beats...
I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. So squeaky, like it's squeegee.
Vivaldi stares at you for a long moment, and you've watched this man unravel. You've watched him, his plans have obviously not been going according to plan for a little while now. But Adaru has been surprisingly helpful for the past 2 weeks that you've known him.
And if any of you have ever had a job, fuck that guy.
Yeah. But he reaches out and he takes your skin from you. And he's like,
His what?
That's horrifying.
yes, the whole skin. The wine skin.
I guess I'm gonna roll a new character, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, he takes off your skin. Jesus Christ. Come on,
He's
please.
a skinwalker.
Learn
You can
context.
fireball and flay.
Go
Y'all
back
are
to
cool.
language arts.
9 might be okay.
Go back to language arts. Learn context. All right, so he reaches out and he takes your wineskin, and he snatches it from you, and he says, "How long have you had water?"
I found a small amount about 1 day ago when you sent me looking. Not enough for more than myself.
I wondered why you are doing so well. Are you sure you do not want to be an Inquisitor, Adaru?
Perhaps it is something we can discuss more in Santitas, but I am of a clearer head.
Fair enough. Go and wake one of the men. Get your rest. Make them wash. I will wash myself, though. Thank you. And you watch as he starts to pour some of it in, into his wound, which is like a stomach wound of some kind. It's like through his
Hey,
side.
what color is it?
The poison? He used a story point. It looks clear.
Quick ding!
Okay.
Most synthetic liquids are actually clear. We color a lot of them just to make them discernible from each other.
We will not add a complication as he pours poison into an open wound.
Alright.
The following morning, nothing else happens. Everybody gets up. And by morning, I mean it's well into noon.
That's how I like my mornings.
Yeah, afternoon, basically. You guys want to start getting moving as the sun beats down on everybody. In 6 hours, it will be dusk, and you will reach the river.
Jay, is there a rock I can RP with before we actually move on to the story?
I'm not sure if this is Mitch being
He's gonna
catty.
pee on it. Don't.
Oh.
He's
Yeah.
gonna pee on it.
Yeah, man, there's rocks.
Sorry, here, let me do a better one. Hey, Jay, is there literally anything else I can do other than proceed with the main story?
No.
God damn it.
No,
Goddamn gatekeeping DMs.
Mitch has already added in 2 things that didn't need to happen, and 1. So no, in fact, fuck you.
See, this gatekeeping DMs are horrible.
Get on the goddamn
Gaslight,
train, Mitch.
gatekeep. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. What is this?
You guys wake up, and you do not get attacked in the night.
Yay.
Well, now I'm just disappointed.
Other than by your own men who Vivaldi killed.
Shame.
Yes. Vivaldi
And
wakes
that's
up the
why
next morning.
I don't want to tangle with him.
And you guys start moving, and Vivaldi does not look good. For the first time, Vivaldi looks tired. Last thing that happened,
Stick it to the man.
you guys, as you all clear the deer path that you have been following for several miles, you see before you the valley that cuts southwest to northeast, where the Celis River sits. The entire area blanketed by nasty weeds and dying grass. Or you would see it, if not for the thick cloud of angry mosquitoes. Acres of mosquitoes. So thick as to cut visibility to nothing. A thick fog of blood-sucking insects whose noise fills the valley with a vibrating drone.
As someone who recently came back from camping next to 2 lakes in the summer, fuck you, Jay.
You fucked up.
Poor choice.
10
Yeah.
bites.
We'll say
10 bites.
I'm sorry. Oh, you did good.
Yeah, not bad, honestly.
Yeah, never mind. You came
That
out
could have been
clean.
way worse. Yeah, that could have been way worse.
You did fuck up, but you came out clean.
Came out clean.
So between us and water is Parvo.
So, acres of mosquitoes. So much so that you cannot see where you know the river should be. You're guessing 100 or so feet in front of you.
So he just told us, approximately 8 hours ago. Make sure I put him in long rest just in case. That we will be ambushed when we get to the river. So as we approached the river, I rolled 22 for stealth.
Okay. You're very stealthy.
Very stealth.
Nobody knows where Reyes is.
He's doing a stealth.
For me, where is Reyes actually hiding? Like, in relation to the men?
In relation to the men, just off to one side, they're in the deer path, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more in the brush.
Okay.
So
So-
even in a tree, if I can keep up a good pace through trees.
Yeah, so the trees sort of die off as you hit this river valley. Just a FYI, as you guys come out of the deer path, a lot of the scrub brush goes away, and the only thing that you could hide in now is an acre of thick mosquitoes. And everybody comes to a stop.
Mosquitoes.
Looks like protein's back on the menu, boys.
Why have we stopped?
Aderu doesn't speak up. I'm gonna let one of the men say something.
Everyone has been complaining that they are thirsty and we are not going to the river. Are you afraid of bugs?
I am not sure we have a way to navigate through this mess. I cannot see the ground 100 paces forward. It is strange.
I have eyes, Aderu.
You requisitioned my concern. I gave it to you.
Why are we not going to get water? This has been everyone's concern for days, and you are stopped by insects in the air.
I look for mud. Is there any mud, or is this all completely dry already?
As you look around, you see that the ground, it didn't completely dry out, but where you're at, and I'm sure what you're going for is that this area should be damp. It is not nearly damp enough. In fact, you're trying to... It is weird that the mosquitoes are out. This is not the environment the mosquitoes should have been active in. It feels too dry.
Do I find enough mud to coat my skin?
No.
Okay.
You know what?
Find
Roll survival. The DC is a 25.
25. Well, let me just see if I can even do that.
He just starts smearing mosquitoes on his skin.
Just smash them in my hands and smear their
like a paste.
At least here's the deal. If you want to get it is a 25 if you don't walk into the mist of mosquitoes. If you go closer to the river, I'll drop that DC to 20.
He waves a hand in the cloud and it comes out like snow, just a handful of mosquitoes.
Yes. Mosquito-roni.
So all I could get is a 23.
The Celis River Tree.
If I rolled a nat 20, it's a 23.
Nat 20 is a nat 20, my dude. I mean, you could try.
Okay. Well, nat 10.
Yeah, no.
So
Nailed
13.
Yeah, no. You find no... and with a nat 10, you also find no other way to try to get mosquitoes not to bite you nearby. Like, a plant.
Right. Or like sufficient dry dirt.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. This is a bad place for Reyes. So I stay hiding in the bushes. Reyes knows that this is unnatural, so...
My question is, where is that middle management dickhead? Ryan, would you do the honors, sir?
I don't know what you need, but...
Well, I rolled a dice.
Oh!
And I need a
I don't have a live noise for that, but I
Yeah.
will set one up for you.
Sure.
That's gonna be a 9 total.
The drone of the bugs is so loud that people have to speak up to be heard near one another. You don't see any sign of the druids or the shifters.
So, the one thing I can roll well, apparently... Oh wait, I have advantage. Nope, I didn't think I'd do any better. The one thing I can roll well is perception, and I rolled 22 perception.
You think that you see forms, a handful, not many, moving out in the cloud of bugs. You also think that you see what looks like pillars out there, like maybe a tree trunk, but it doesn't look like the full tree, which is very odd. But there do seem to be things standing narrowly. You see them in the cloud.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's damn near like a fog, like a thick fog. So, like...
But I think I see some forms...
You see something, yeah.
Moving.
Every once in a while, you'll see, like, a patch of bugs will swirl, and, like, something that doesn't add up, or something that looks like it moved weirdly.
Could I shoot at it with disadvantage?
Yeah, you could.
I'm gonna wait until, I'm gonna give it a little bit, but if nobody does anything, just gonna shoot at these forms. Or if somehow they move into a better perceivable area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I could do investigation too. I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Options guy. Options guy has bad options guy has bad options. And bad options guy is going to start by lighting his torch and see if the smoke and the heat will sort of stave off the swarm a little bit.
There you go.
I swear I'm not a pyro. I'm just low level and I have very few options. They're all centered around fire.
If the answer isn't arson, then I don't know what the question is.
Drowning.
So, you light a torch, Mitch? You make as much smoke as you can?
Yeah, I light a torch and I just see if that has any effect on it.
As you step forward, you watch that the mosquitoes do not like the smoke. It does get them to move away from you.
It's not ideal. They still might bite a little bit, but they part essentially around Adaru. But Adaru takes like 5 feet into the swarm, and everybody else just watches that swarm close around behind him, and now you just see like the faint glow of his torch.
It just gets dark.
Yes, it is thick.
Oh, neat.
But you are in the little bit of an eye of the storm, so to speak. As you do that, 2 of the men fail will saves, and they move forward with you because they are thirsty. Like frat boys at a sorority house. They are looking for water, my dude.
Oh, man.
Looking for a drink.
Looking for a drink. Yes. So 2 men, you hear them smacking and moving forward, and they go, "We need the water. Wait, Adaru, where are you?" And they kind of move toward your torch and link up with you.
Shit.
I keep a bead on the forms that I saw. I may not be able to see them well, but I have the gun out.
Sure.
There hands one of them the torch, and he pulls out his blanket, and he wraps his blanket around the blade of his sword, and he lights it with the torch, and there moves forward.
Okay.
We have improvised sword torch, not the stag sword, the basic sword.
Reyes, your 22 perception. You see one of the forms that you think was a person. Something that moved wrong. You feel like it stepped out from one of the little pillars, and you hear over the top of the buzz and whine of the insects a different noise. Similar, but the wrong pitch. Does Reyes say anything in this split second? Does Reyes say anything in a split second that he has?
What's the sound like?
Takes you a second because you haven't heard one in a long time, but it sounds like a sling.
No, but Reyes shoots.
Okay, roll. And then roll initiative, everyone.
This is at disadvantage?
Yes.
Fuck me.
We talked about that. Too sticky.
Well, I rolled an 18. Then, I had to roll again.
Ooh.
This is not 1.
Okay. Your shot goes off, and the whining sound of a wound-up sling ceases, and one of the men next to Adaru takes a rock to the goddamn head.
Sucks to suck.
What's everyone's initiative?
17 plus 3.
Dirty 20.
15 plus 3, 18.
All right, Mitch, you want initiative. What do you want to do?
So homie took a rock to the face,
Yes.
and
He seems to be alive, but he doesn't look good.
only reasonable response here is to tell other homie, cover your head and return fire.
Okay.
But I don't have a sling, so I'm going to use my sword to light and huck an oil flask over there.
Okay. I will say that you did see where it came from. You've got that dope passive perception. It's like one of those things you're good at. I will let you roll with disadvantage, but I'm going to up his AC by a little bit and give him cover.
It's fine. It won't matter. Perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
Is it a 1 in 20?
Yeah.
You throw that fucking thing, and one of the things, even though it's a nat 1, I'll give you something with this. It's going to hit something closer to you than you expected. You hit one of those weird pillars that Rhea saw, and when the light hits it, the whole hole that you sort of punched through, the bugs as they flow away from your fire, you see that it hits what looks like a tall anthill.
Fun. Oh, fucking Fred's around here somewhere.
What?
The pangolin. They're anteaters. He's having a great time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Didn't even. Hey, fun fact. I didn't.
He's
think
probably
of that.
not on task.
I didn't think of that. Yeah, he's going to be at disadvantage. He's very distracted.
Yeah, he's probably not on task at all.
All right, so yeah.
Stop eating and fight them. Sorry, guys.
Hey Jeff, since you seem to be on this, give me a fire thing, since we're going to add a lot of fires apparently to this map.
That's all I've got.
Yeah. So.
And
do you move? Do you do anything
They're
else?
just going to shift.
Perfect. Number 9.
So my issue here is that I'm still technically playing dead. We didn't give me like am I cool to just act? Should I? What do you think, guys?
We don't care. Do what 9 would do. You do you, boo.
Fuck. Yeah, you did say that I should think for myself. So
Yes.
9 is going to spring into action here and obviously sees all the bugs around and is well aware that they will not attack her, but will attack everybody else. So I am going to open this door. Is that an issue?
I don't think it would be an issue if it tried to be.
Okay, fantastic. Because it's just wood, right? You guys don't care.
It's like a lashed wooden cage.
I'm gonna literally break through the cage, and then I'm gonna duck under and grab Walker.
Sure. You are a loader bot. These ropes were not designed to hold you, and they didn't think you were on, so nobody worried about it. The cage springs open. Let's say to the west. That's the way the door is aimed, and you step out, and you immediately hear Vivaldi yelling in the background of whatever you're doing. That being said, you are out of the cage, and you are on the move. What do you do?
Coming out of my cage. I'm doing just
sure
fine.
it'll be fine.
I'm gonna go I grab Walker, and I'm gonna wade into what I think is the middle of all the mosquitoes.
Okay.
I can see Adaru, I imagine, to my right if I walk straight.
Yeah, you can still see where he is because he's holding a torch.
Okay, I'm gonna walk toward him, and from his torch, I'm gonna stand there, and I'm going to catapult Walker to my right as he activates his flamethrower. That is in a 15-foot cone.
Goddamn.
And my catapult is 60 feet.
Sweep and clear.
Okay, so you want it to go sort of north west here?
I would like to entirely clear out that side of the map of mosquitoes.
No, good.
Also, I imagine anything that is in that path is gonna get fucked up a little bit. It's a lot of fire, my man.
Wow, well done.
As the fire shoots out and clears, like, you just watch the mosquitoes that don't get caught in fire sort of disperse a bit for this round, right? You just watch as the whole thing opens up, and you realize that between you and the river is an ant colony. Multiple ant colonies. And they are the kind of ants that build towers of sandstone. And that is where they have picked their battle to fight you. As you look and you see this weird maze of towering pinnacle-like mounds, these spires. Some of them are nearly 15 feet at the base, and they are using these for cover.
Fuck. How tall are they?
The bigger ones are taller. They can get up. They seem to get up to about 20 feet tall.
Yeah, normally they'd be like 1 to 5.
Yeah.
Do I need to worry about Walker hitting one?
Oh no, he fully stops toward the back as he hits one. That's
okay,
why.
Cool.
And you get a glimpse of a large ursine figure, like some sort of. They're about as tall as 9. They're covered in fur, and you watch them kind of duck behind one of the larger pillars as you see a smaller, quicker shifter run and duck behind another pillar.
Damn it, Theodore.
And Adara, you also get a look at these. These are the same 2 shifters that chased you before.
Yeah. It's Theodore and Sandslash.
Yes. Canon. It's their names. It's their names. Write them down.
Just Teddy.
Reyes, what do you do?
Teddy Bear. Get it?
Yeah, I got it.
What do I do?
Yeah.
Easy. I shoot at the first thing that looks like it's not friendly.
You just fired.
Then I reload.
Point 1 and point 2 are holding an action.
Okay. So yeah, you run up and you put your back to one of these fucking ant hills and start reloading your rifle. Anything else?
No.
Okay. What action did point 1 and point 2 have prepared?
They're waiting to fire upon Vivaldi if he takes any action towards 9.
Fucking great. Okay. It is now...
You wanna do a treason?
Indeed. Alright, guys. So you guys dispersed all these bugs, but the bugs get a turn. And they go ahead and they move, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. So as you guys watch... And
within my wall of flame, I imagine some things caught fire. Should we disperse these little fires?
Sure. The ground is on fire wherever you see fit.
Okay.
You guys watch as the cloud swoops back in. The man who got hit by a sling stone gets swallowed up by the swarm of mosquitoes again. And you hear him start to cry out.
Yeah, it's going to take a while, but Walker is making his way back to me.
Yeah, that happens.
15 feet every round.
So the bugs no longer give a shit about the flames?
So the bugs swarm back in and stop just shy of you guys with your torch.
Cool.
Okay.
Alright. Adaru, what's your armor class?
17. I'm not equipped with shield presently.
A sling stone whizzes past your head. The guy next to you gets hit by a second sling stone. He dies this time.
God, that's
shit.
having a rough day.
The guy holding the torch, he drops his torch. The bugs quickly move into his space.
Fuck. I tried.
Nothing else happens. The men start taking rank and getting ready. Vivaldi starts calling out orders. Get ready, men. If 9 tries to run, shoot her first. And then they make a line of dudes, and they just sort of hold for Vivaldi's call. Fire on my command. What does Adaru do?
I gotta go talk to a guy about a thing. So I saw Sandslash and I saw Theodore, but no intel on middle management, right?
Yeah, no. That was what I said. You said you see nothing else.
Yeah. I'm just making sure. Well, they're over there. Tsucol's a little jackass. They're just going to move forward and just follow the fires towards the deeper into the engagement zone.
So you just move up to take cover behind one of the anthills.
Yes.
Okay. You can move your guy. Do it.
Just go deeper.
Sure.
And I'm fast or whatever, so I move fast or whatever.
Yeah, put your guy wherever he goes.
That's it.
Okay. 9, it's your turn.
I mean, obviously there are guys out here. We kind of saw glimpses of them. Can I roll like a perception to get an actual bead on the people out there?
Yeah.
Is it 14 plus 1?
Yeah, you have a vague idea that they are to the northwest of you. You've seen where the last couple of sling stones have come, and you know that they are currently hiding behind a couple of things around where Walker dropped, though you can't see Walker anymore.
Yeah. I'm going to... Can I walk amongst these pillars and cast... Can I take a bunch of them out with Thunderwave?
You're not going to like this answer, though you will like this answer. You can try anything.
All right. I'm not mad at that. I will head forward and try to...
Shout out to Veronica.
Take out a bunch of those. Yep, shout out. Go watch, listen to Cthulhu and Friends.
What's the plan?
I'm going to try and take away some of their cover.
Okay.
I'm going to move forward to... There's a nice fat cluster in the middle there, and I'm going to cast Thunderwave. That is a 14 con save, but, you know, they're fucking moms.
Yeah.
15-foot cube.
Yeah, that'll do it. So they all crumble. Out of them pour ants.
Yeah.
Adaru, you are near that, correct?
I should say I didn't see 9 move. I'm assuming that's over by me, since I'm also near the giant cluster of things.
Yeah, the closest cluster.
Yeah.
Sorry, she's still on the map. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they collapse and a bunch of ants start pouring out. They seem to be big, but not like, not kaiju, nothing like that. You know, it's a magical world. There's big ass ants.
Let me tell you, bud, in the real world, there's some big ass ants.
Yeah.
Did they make a Constitution saving throw?
A lot of them die, but no, ants pour out of the hole.
Okay, and that Walker comes toward me, and that's my turn. Did I hit anyone other than the mounds? No.
No,
Okay.
not where you currently are. So that's 9's turn.
Yep.
Reyes. Yeah, so you see Sandslat. You see one, it is oddly shaped. He's a humanoid figure. He has spines shooting out of his back and big, wicked, clawed hands. It's like something you've never seen before.
This is terrifying. I'm going to shoot it till it's dead.
It's not at disadvantage, but it does have a higher AC due to cover.
Okay, fantastic. Well, let me tell you what, that high AC probably won't do very good for it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because that's 24.
Fuck. Okay. Roll damage.
I certainly will.
Oh,
No,
wait.
Sand
So,
Slash.
what was the... Oh, yeah, no, I gave you a fucked up range because you have the sniper rifle. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. 10.
Hey, good job.
I did 10 damage with 46.
Okay. He's the weak one though. Yeah, you watch him get shot and he ducks, but like it's a guy who ducked behind a pillar because that's the only thing he could do in that situation. You don't think he's gonna be very happy or want to continue a fight.
Perfect. Oh wait, do I get sneak attack on that too? Fucking bet I do.
Yeah, you do. He dies. Don't roll dice. He dies. If you have sneak
Okay.
attack, he dies.
Hey, he gets saves. He gets death saves.
Yeah, he dying. Yeah, he goes down. Fuck, Reyes, do you move?
Do I know that there is another one out there that I could potentially shoot at?
Not from your position, no.
But do I know that there is another one?
You've seen more than one person move out in the
Okay.
mosquitoes.
Yeah, I'll move my range and try to stealth, and then I'm gonna hide. Well, that's not great. 12.
Your stealth is a 22. I'm not doing this.
Okay, yes, perfect.
Your stealth is 22. If you take the hide
That's
action,
great.
it will continue to be 22.
Sick.
Because that's just the environment you're in.
Yeah,
All right,
I
so
love it.
Reyes. So yes, after Reyes shoots Pangolin Man,
The dude.
Mr. Sandslash the only man with a speaking role in the shifters other than Kalith so far. Everybody down here gets covered in mosquitoes. You hear Vivaldi and the men lay out a cry as mosquitoes descend on their position.
9 smiles.
Mm-hmm.
If she could,
The bad news is if they don't get out of there, even if they survive, it's highly unlikely they're going to be able to lay down any firing cover that you had hoped for.
I didn't assume they were going to.
I mean,
I hope they were.
maybe
It didn't
not
sound
for
like
you,
they were
bro.
going to. It sounded like he said, if 9 does anything, shoot 9, and then left it at that.
Yeah,
Asshole.
yeah. Rayesk, a wall of mosquitoes surrounds you.
Okay, but I'm near the fire, so it's not like they're on.
No, they come around you. It's just going to be a plain old. They don't quite block your vision, but it is a swarm of insects, which has attack rolls and shit. So it's going to be
Sick. Love that for me.
a dog shit roll, and the fire really does help. So you don't get attacked. They don't like the fire because they rolled a 10.
Sick.
Took the wind out of my own sails. That's going to make
Yeah,
it.
I love it.
All right, so 9.
Also,
Adaru.
scary Vivaldi's in there, so we'll
So-
see what he decides to do in that swarm.
9, you
Yeah,
watch.
ants ain't great.
Yeah,
Ants ain't great. Not stoked.
9, you watch. You see through a couple of pillars, you see the large bear form start to move. And he comes around the corner, sees you, and goes the other way. Like, full on sees you, and you watch him turn around and go the opposite direction.
Full note.
Hey!
I love this speaking role. It's the best one.
It's very good. And
Theodore's the best.
Adaru,
Yeah.
I need you to roll a con save.
God damn it. You know I'm not good at rolls that involve dice.
Yes.
The only rolls he's good at are dinner.
I am good at dinner rolls. I can put so many dinner rolls. 14.
14?
Yeah. Hey man, I got a 10. I'll take it.
All right. You save. You
Top
Oh
half.
yeah, take it.
A swarm of bugs appears magically out of nowhere. It's similar to the mosquitoes, but these are not
Wait.
the swarm of mosquitoes. They appear
Mag-
all over you.
They're not ants?
No, not yet. That's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
A cloud of mosquitoes just pops
Did
into
that motherfucker just give me fleas?
Yes, he did. You take 5 poison damage because you saved. So yeah, you take 5 damage from poison, and you resist the urge to move away from these bugs.
Well, you let me know when it's my turn, because I got shit to do.
Well, it is your turn because
Nice.
what the guy's down. Yeah, ants, bottom of the round. These ants are gonna move to get you. So these ants, they split, and some of them crawl all over fucking 9 because 9's the problem, and then the other half move to you. Once again, gonna roll that check. That one hits you this time. You take 5 piercing damage
Listen,
as it
I've seen
bites you.
God
Damn.
Ouch.
a lot of sci-fi, and it doesn't seem like the ants can damage you.
I was
Like, they're gonna
I was
get
wondering.
your circuitry, and
We'll
they're
see.
just gonna make it go, and you're gonna be like, that's what I've
We'll
learned.
see. We'll
What's
see in
your
a
AC? 9?
moment. 17.
Same.
They don't hurt you yet. They do bite at you, but it doesn't seem to have any effect because they didn't roll
Don't like
high.
it. Still don't like it.
This is gross, this is gross, this is gross, this is gross.
Adaru, it's your turn.
Yeah, I got shit to do. So ahead of me is a,
You mean you've got shift to do?
No, I already shifted.
Ha!
Ahead of me is a handful of pillars, and Theodore is over there somewhere, and so is Sandslash.
Yes.
And I've been shot a lot. That's not good times, and I know that Seth is a real good shot. So I'm going to do the most despicable thing humanly possible. There is going to move his 40 feet up between the pillars to obscure his line of sight, and he's going to kneel down to Sandslash, and he's going to plead to him. Please, brother, I've been needing you to be taking the brother and going. You ain't been walking away from this. There's only been more where that's coming from. I need you to be taking him to leave. This ain't a quarrel. It ain't been needing with you. And I'm going to give him a health potion.
Okay. Roll me
And
persuasion.
that's my whole round.
Roll me persuasion with advantage. I've never been shot before.
Fuck, it's too dark. I can't see my dice. 18.
As you come around that corner, you also hear the bear shifted go, Adaru! And you hear him thumping around a corner. I don't know if I can convince him to stop, but I'll leave.
Then be taking yourself to clear.
Okay. It's not his turn yet, but, yeah, he nods. He takes the potion, clutches it tightly, and he nods at you, like, with his eyes wide.
Adaru's going to use his last 5 feet of motion to step over Sandslash so that he is now covered, shielding him from additional fire, and also hiding from Theodore, because I don't fucking want to run with that. That's Bear Bro. He big, he smash. I don't want to. And he yells out to the men, "Everybody forward into where fire is! They will not go where the fire is!" And that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
And yes, I did just countermand Vivaldi in his face.
Number 9.
Again.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm actually going to go toward Adaru. Still, I'm going to try and still keep somewhat close to him. And
Okay.
This is also going closer to my boy, Walter. Walker.
Walker.
Walter Walker.
Walker is also coming near me. We should be in range of each other at this point.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
Okay. I am going to, from this position, I should be able to see our bear friend.
Yes.
I am going to shoot upon him with a light crossbow +1.
Okay. He has a little bit of cover from you, but yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
You see him moving through some fucking anthills again.
13 + 6.
That's a hit.
Sorry, Teddy.
That is a 2 + 4 damage.
Okay.
For those of you who are bad at math, that's 7.
How far is he?
Don't do that to me, Mitch. How far from you is he?
Like can Walker hit him from where Walker is?
I don't know what
15 feet.
Walker's range is. 50 feet?
15.
No.
Okay. Then Walker will...
Walker can hit the one that Adaru
Walker
is
can shoot
protecting.
Daru.
Yeah.
Walker will go toward Adaru, but not attack anybody.
I already moved him 15 feet closer to you, like you said.
Okay,
so
that's
he's
fine,
kind of
that's fine.
he's out of walking range.
Okay.
Is that all you do?
Yes.
All right, Reyes, it's your turn. You have no line of sight on the bear warrior. You see
Okay.
9. You see that you can see what Adaru is doing. You see that he is standing over one of the men or one of the shifters and talking
In front
to them.
of.
Yeah, in front of. Over. Protective.
I'm going to move forward towards the next nearest pillar, which would be in the same direction as Adaru, to try to get a line of sight on this bear character.
His name's Theodore.
Yeah, when you move, you do get a view of him, but it's not great. He's going to have what amounts to full or 3/4 cover, whatever they call it. The good one. The real good one. You can hit him, but it's not ideal.
Got it. Well, hopefully he has shitty AC to begin with, because that's not a great roll. Does a 17 hit?
Hey, you know what? No, because he gets a +5, and he had a 13.
Oh, because cover. Yeah, because cover.
Yeah, he has 18 AC with that cover. No.
I was like, shit, that's pretty high.
Yeah. So
Unfortunately,
you nearly hit him. It destroys one of the anthills that he's hiding behind, and it crumbles.
Hell yeah. Well, then I hide, to be clear. Move,
Sure.
shoot, hide.
Move, shoot, hide. Move, shoot, hide. Got it. That makes it... Oh, all them bugs.
What them bugs at?
You hear cries and screams from down below as a bunch of dudes take damage. And then, Adaru, you still have a torch, right?
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
flaming sword, sort of.
Once again, you are surrounded by mosquitoes, but you are in a little pocket due to your torch.
Yeah.
Quote-unquote torch. Yes. 9, you get surrounded by mosquitoes. You can't see anything.
Yeah, I figured.
It means nothing to you, though, because they are mosquitoes, and they do have no way of, fucking with you. As, Jeff mentioned earlier, they might be able to gum up your works, given enough time, but it ain't happening. But you can't see shit.
Okay.
Your new friend is going to roll Persuasion. As this bear warrior runs around the side, your new friend, though, yells out, "Theodore!" That's canonically his name now. "Theodore, no! Let's go! Let's get out of here! Adaru isn't our enemy. Tsucol has bitten off more than he can chew. We should retreat." And the bear guy comes up short. And he looks at him, and he growls at him, and gets this weird look in his face, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it looks, to Adaru's untrained eyes, very similar to Reyes' reactions lately.
Confused.
Yeah, confused, frightened, but you watch him grab his friend by his hand and runs off into the mosquitoes.
Hey, wait, can we disperse the mosquitoes? Please?
As you say that, let's see, how close are you guys to each other?
They're close enough.
Yeah, I'm not that far from them.
Yeah, so Adaru, 9. As 9 yells that, plant growth erupts from the ground. I need you guys to roll a strength save,
Or what?
That's not what I meant.
or get entangled, bitch, as another druid spell erupts around Adaru.
That's really pissing me off.
It's a 5 plus 2.
That's 12.
Okay, yeah. Hey, 12 beats, bro.
God, that is the most
Congratulations.
pathetic victory.
You are not restrained. 9, you are. As these plants erupt out of the ground and grab you. Adaru, you are free from restraint.
Free to move about the cabin?
Adaru, as you break free, you also hear the men moving closer to you, giving out shouts. It sounds like they're following your orders from before, trying to get closer to the flames.
Adaru,
Yes.
tell them to let me go.
That one doesn't listen to me. That one is problem.
Reyes, from your vantage point, not, completely covered in bugs, you notice that one patch of mosquitoes moves irregularly. That every time, now that it's been a little while, every time Adaru has moved, that patch has mirrored Adaru's movements to keep him within range.
Okay, so do I have eyes on it?
Yes, you do. Now, Reyes, it's not your turn, but you are the one who would see it. It is going to be Adaru's turn.
Okay, yeah, I watched that.
So, do I know which direction water is?
North.
Okay. Then, I'm just gonna continue moving north. Because I'm not gonna find him in this shit. And he'll find me eventually. And, I want to see if there's water, because if there's no water here, we can just skedaddle.
Are you gonna leave me here?
As Nine starts yelling that, can't you cut yourself free?
If I could, would I ask?
I don't know. So Adair is going to sigh dramatically.
Fucking teenager.
He's going to drop 10 feet down to where 9 is, cut 9 free with his sword, and then continue to travel north for the remainder of his movement.
Thank you.
So yeah, Adara, as you move north, one thing does sort of ring true to you. You have not seen Tsucol, and these bugs, the fact that they keep trying to move back into place leads you to believe that they're definitely under his command, and you know what his specialty is.
Yeah.
You do feel that if you want to...
I know it's the dick bag.
You're going to probably need to beat him to get rid of the bugs.
Yeah, right now, Adaru believes that there's no water here, too. He thinks that there might just be no water, and he's trying to establish that, because if this is a pointless engagement, just don't.
Yeah.
So that's his current operative plan. And he also believes that Tsucol will come and fuck with him directly, eventually.
Sure.
What should we do?
Get back to the men. Help them survive.
Okay, I'm worried Vivaldi, might do something, though.
Then cut his throat. And Adair just keeps running.
Okay.
9, what do you do?
She cuts his throat.
I'm going to...
Don't forget Walker.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Walker could probably make it to me at this point, but I'm gonna go scoop up Walker, and I'm going to head back toward the men, and particularly Reyes. If I can see him even.
No, yeah, you find Reyes, though the mosquitoes are thick around you. I'm going to say that this is a bit of a lull in a combat that will continue any moment, okay? I would
like to say that since Walker is in, flamethrower mode, does he have, a little, bead of fire sitting right there to aid me with these mosquitoes, or is that am I just talking to my ass?
You can just shoot it every round, right?
Can't he just continue
to
flamethrower?
It's a bonus action, but it seems unnecessary.
Fuck that, man. Fucking fire that shit. Kill bugs.
All right.
Sweep and clear, baby. Sweep and clear.
I'm going to raise Walker up as high as I can, and I'm just going to spin him in my hand and let him spray a cone in a circle.
Coming through a cloud of mosquitoes comes just bursts of fire, and stepping out of the clouds comes 9. Like I said, we're a little bit out of initiative at the moment.
Okay.
My headcanon was that 9 just puts Walker on her head like a miner's hat, and then he just spins in a circle with a flamethrower like a lighthouse, just torching everything in a radius.
Fuck it, retcon it, and I'm doing that. Seeing me spinning through fire and mosquitoes is pretty good.
Okay.
As I head toward Reyes, I am a flaming whirling dervish.
Neat. Can I make out a figure in the cloud that's moving?
No, it's too thick.
Dummy thick.
Absolutely dummy thick.
So thick we had to put a K back in.
Wow.
THICC. K.
That's very good.
K. Shit. If I can't make out where, something to shoot in this cloud, then let's check my old inventory.
I will point out that you just fired anyway, so.
It's true. I did just fire. Maybe I have something cool in my inventory. Why do I have a bomb? I have a bomb in my inventory.
That's pretty cool.
Did I make a bomb?
Not that I'm aware of.
We got bombs at some point. I think
yeah. I don't know if you removed it after using it, but you were handed some grenades earlier.
Oh,
Reyes
I don't know if
used
I
it.
ever used it.
I think we all got one bomb.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
believe I did, because I wasn't like actively
you weren't
supposed
there.
to go out. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I've got it, and I'm pretty sure I didn't use it before, then I'm gonna use it now. Throw this fucking grenade at that big boy. Big boy.
Okay. What's the range that you can throw one of them bad boys?
I can throw it up to 60 feet. So, I take the grenade, and I move my 30 feet up towards where 9 is, and I huck that thing to get it as close to the middle of this pile of insects as possible, with the assumption that hopefully the middle is the best place for something to be hiding.
Okay. I want you to roll me a flat d20. It's a luck check, because that is a fairly tight radius in a big space. So, just give me a flat d20.
That's killer. That's a nat one.
Oh, no!
I'd like to use a story point.
Okay.
Oh,
It works.
story point used. It works.
It's no longer a nat 1. It's a nat 20.
You see it go out there, and you just know that fucking thing hit an anthill, and then you hear the telltale crack that you've heard from several of the anthills when they like fall over, and you can't see it, but it now is in some sort of Rube Goldberg machine where it's bumping into anthills like dominoes, and carefully being carried from the top of one anthill to the top of another anthill, and then it slowly gets deposited at the feet of Tsucol, who takes how much, or needs to roll what save?
A DC 12 dexterity save.
Fuck. Stupid.
He has to roll an "Are you shitting me?" save.
As you wait for the Rube Goldberg machine to finish, your phone goes off.
Ah,
Fuck off.
Damn it.
9 checks hers.
Hi, welcome to Yoonphone. Here's a commercial for one of the many products that you can find through the Yoonphone right now.
It's a wild, hard world, and there's so much to do. Do you know what you need? You need more do. Do you know how to dress for success?
Marmot do.
Do you know how to navigate the woods?
Marmot, do.
Do you know how to find water in the desert?
Marmot do.
Do you know how to take down a cat bear with a sharp stick?
Marmot, do.
Do you know what kind of underwear to fight a dragon in?
Marmot do.
Do you have eternal life?
Marmot, do.
Do you want to score more bards than a tavern wench?
Marmot do.
Do you know how to balance a bank ledger?
Marmot do.
When you need to live your life to the extreme, do like a marmot do. And marmot do.
Not intended for human consumption. Not intended for orc consumption. Not intended for elf consumption. Not intended for dwarf consumption. Not intended for kobold consumption. Not intended for goblin consumption. Not intended for genasi consumption. Not intended for devil consumption. Not intended. Fuck. You get the idea.
Not intended for medicinal purposes.
Available now.
So, yeah, as that goes off, story point saved it. You hear a curse as... What's the save that he needs to get? Dex what?
a DC 12 dex save.
Fuck. You hear a curse. How much damage?
Hold on, I have to check on something really quickly. Does a bomb count as a ranged weapon?
Yes.
No, don't say it. They'll hear you.
It's like,
Why?
well, because it was 10 if he fails. But if you add on my 2d6,
You do not get sneak attack with a bomb. No.
says ranged weapon.
Yeah, except for you don't... No. No, I'm saying no to that one. No. Fuck off.
All right. Well,
You're
then it's
lucky it
10.
hit. We already...
You're right. Though technically I had advantage that I didn't roll, because I was hidden.
Okay, that's fine, but...
Because I've been
it
forgetting
hit.
to roll
No,
advantage this whole
just
time.
roll bomb damage. I'm not giving sneak attack with a grenade. No, I can't. I cannot.
That's fair. I'm not mad at that decision.
Fuck off.
Anyways, it's 10. It's 10 fire damage.
You hear a curse, and Reyes, yeah, you watch in the center, a bunch of just these bugs just disappear, and this thing just sort of bolts up from there, heading in the same direction as Adaru has been walking.
Hell yeah. I did great. So proud of myself. That's my whole turn. No, I hide again, I guess.
Adaru.
Looking for water, baby.
You make it. Like I said, we entered a period that was vaguely not initiative.
Combat.
Yeah, vaguely not combat. So you had a couple of rounds. We're going to say that you step through the cloud of bugs. You move about 80 feet north, and you start to feel a decline, and then you realize that your feet are now on caked, dry earth, the way the bottom of a river starts to look when it is completely dried out. And you do step into a muddy patch, but you realize with certainty that that mud is all that is left of the Celis River in this area.
Yep, everybody's fucked. Then, yeah, I'm just gonna turn and head back to where the men are.
Okay, as you do that...
If this is an inescapable engagement, and there's not a win condition here, then we are going to make one.
As you turn around, Tsucol is there.
Fucking final.
Adaro,
Yes?
I gave you a chance.
I told you I'd be speaking with the ones above you. The ones that be mattering. The ones that be making real decisions.
Dulf and Thrud are dead. But you knew this already.
You're wrong.
They're dead, Adaru.
There can't be a way. You're mistaken.
I checked yesterday. You knew this. You set this up.
Nay, that cannot be a way. That platoon of half-inbred, uneducated, unwildlike folk.
All
They're...
dead.
You're just trying to get me to be following what you be saying.
Does Adaru wish to deny this, or would Adaru like to roll insight?
Yes. That is an insight of 18.
To Adaru's horror, Tsucol seems to be saying this in complete earnestness. Something went wrong to the west. And as that dawns on you, Tsucol begins casting a spell.
It's gonna be a note, Captain. I don't let him cast a spell, is what I do.
We can, tell you what, we will pick the round up. We will roll initiative. I'm not going to change initiative, but we will determine whose initiative we were on at the beginning of this. How about that?
Okay.
Sound good?
Sure.
What'd you get?
Fucking 6.
Fuck, man. What's your total?
6.
Okay.
I rolled a 3, I had 3.
Go first. She rolled a 4.
Are you fucking shitting me?
I rolled a 3, Mitch! Don't make me talk about my luck being worse than Mitch's. I can't take it either. Tsucol begins to cast a spell, but Adaru is a very swift person, so go.
That is true. Adaru is going to rage and bring his shield to bear and just charge forward and shield bash her.
Okay, roll a
and just try to slam her right into that pillar behind her.
Do it.
We're gonna make it reckless because I'm raging, and why not?
Yeah.
And I've min-maxed for a reason. That's fine. Is there AC higher than 23?
No. Oh, no.
So Adaru just shield checks her backwards into this pillar. And I am raging, so that does things.
The last time you tried to swing at a member of the circle, your sword actively worked against you.
Yeah, I ain't using that fucking thing.
You're not using it at all. Then don't worry about it.
Fuck no. It betrayed me.
At your
Magic
hip,
reindeer fucked me.
as you move to fight, the sword gives off a moon-like light at your hip. But you're not wielding that sword, so go.
I just yell back. I yell at the sword, "You cannot be trusted!" as I smash her into this column.
How much damage?
That's gonna be... It's 9 damage and 1 necrotic. And I'm doing a rage.
As you collide with Tsucol, your dungeon master will use a story point.
Oh, fuck you!
As you collide with Tsucol...
Oh, what an ass.
Sick, I still haven't used the last one.
God damn it, Jeff.
you crush her against this pillar, this anthill, and it cracks and crumbles, and she goes backwards over what is left of it, stumbling and falling prone in a pile of ants. Angry ants. Who do what ants do when they're attacked, when their home is attacked. Tsucol screams and goes down. And she does not scream for long because she was already very hurt by a bomb and a Adaru. And she takes all the damage necessary. Unless Adaru gets involved, she dies.
Adaru would like to get involved, but Adaru doesn't know what to do here. Adaru is just going to, grab her by her limbs, whichever two are closest, and just frisbee yeeticus her away from the ant pile. Like those clutch videos where the dude like grabs the kid by the back of the shirt and like the leg and just yeets them into a bush when they're about to get hit by a car or something.
Because Tsucol's death is almost an allegory or metaphor for much of what Adaru was going for, as nature kills her and Adaru tries to help and makes it worse.
Hey, she tried to help.
Pinwheels and does not get up after you try to throw her from the ants.
Oh, fuck.
Tsucol, the moment you throw her and she hits the ground, the mosquitoes in the area disperse. And the buzzing diminishes and moves further away and goes off into the wind.
Adair's gonna have a chat with his sword.
Nine and Reyes realize that they are not far from Adaru. As the bugs go away, you realize that you're only a handful of yards from what just went down.
Head his way.
Yeah, I would like to have used the story point to watch the whole thing go down.
Sure. You want to use it for that?
Sick. Yes.
Okay. I'll hit the button.
So Adair's gonna kneel over her to like sort of check her, and that it doesn't look good. And Adair's gonna grab the sword, the magic sword, and pull it out aggressively. And he's just not quite yelling at it, but very sternly. Can I say I don't believe you have to be doing nothing good for nobody? You're gonna be helping her now. And just like is staring at the like, do something, bruh.
The sword
do sword stuff.
The sword shines again with that light that you saw from the scabbard, more clearly now that you've picked it up. And there's no response, nothing stops at the moment, but it flares up in a way that for whatever reason gives you the idea that it will talk to you later.
What a dick.
Adaru, is this someone important?
I can't be expected to know what I mean, but yes, they were.
I would like to kneel down at them and make a medicine check.
Sure. There are burns. There are a lot of bug bites and a deep slash that has necrosis along the edges of the flesh. It looks like this body, where the wound is, has started to rot like it's days old already. But that wasn't the cause of death. The cause of death seems to have been shock and poison from bug bite.
And a ruptured skull. And a severed C6.
It's hard to tell what exactly caused the inevitable death. But,
Nine just starts printing out a fucking list like a fax machine.
Yeah, it is a laundry list, but it's she's very recently deceased.
It's an 11 plus 3. Obviously, I learned all that anyway, but
yeah,
I'm still going to put a hand up to Walker on my shoulder and turn his eye to the green one. But I know probably nothing.
There is going to interrupt when he sees Walker switch to green. I appreciate it, but done is done. Nature has spoken, and there cannot be nothing good for me to be blown your cover like this.
I'm sorry, Adaru.
Things get complicated from here. Nine broke out.
Yeah, this is probably going to be bad.
Can you not claim some sort of automatic override? Say it was a sort of guard dog thing?
We could try.
Your master was in danger. I don't know. How do you work?
I don't know if he'd go for that, because I kind of already renounced him, in a way. But we can try.
There's also the issue of the fact that many of these men will die without the water that was here.
I mean, he does still need me, I guess, for that door, so...
He won't kill you.
No.
He will deactivate you. Which I am uncertain how different that is.
Just for how long?
I cannot say.
Let's
Nine.
go. Maybe he'll be happy that,
9.
we saved him, maybe? Yeah?
9.
What?
I have it here.
I'm gonna move to look like I have her held, and I'm gonna get up close and go with it.
Sure.
Seth.
Here, we've got her.
Put 9 back in the cage and make sure it is lashed properly this time.
Yes, sir.
He glares at Adaru for the first time, and he says,
Go find out what is wrong with the river. Now.
Adaru just kneels down and loots through whatever Tsucol has. It doesn't turn around to face Vivaldi, he just says, yes, of course.
Tsucol is bearing a staff of swarming insects.
Ew. Is that an item, or...
Yeah, it is a magic item. So you pick up her staff, and do you go look into figuring something out?
Yeah, I gotta help out my guys.
Sure. You walk away from this fight, and so Adaru doesn't have to think about it. Adaru has a task, and it doesn't take long for you to figure, like, you know the druids, you know their ways, and you find a path leading up the river, only a mile or so from this location, that travels uphill into, like, this bluff, sort of on top of everything, that it looks like people could have watched what happened down in the valley. And your assumption is that this is where Dulf and Thrud would have been waiting had they still been here. It is obvious.
Yeah, they're overlooked.
Yeah, there are claw marks, there are footprints all over of shifters that you recognize, like you recognize Calith's prints and stuff. And most importantly, you see rune circles of the ritual magic that they performed up on top of this bluff that Dulf and Thrud carefully worked on a wall, and like mirrored on the wall and on the floor are runes. Roll me let's call it a nature check.
I pee on it.
Do you?
I mean, no. That depends on how bad this roll is. Oh man, I do have a -1 in nature. I might. That's an 18.
18. Fucking A. Right when I need them. So, Adaru, you realize that these runes, whatever magic was fueling them, is largely gone. Which doesn't bear well for what Tsucol told you. Because if this is rune magic that you've seen them do, they should work for a while. You realize that these spells had the double effect of causing the clouds to disperse and for winds to be high. And all of the water that should be coming, the rain that should be coming, has been stopped, for your guessing, from your keen eye, for months. And that's how they stopped the river. But with an 18, you also know that with no druids around, it's as easy as wiping the runes away.
Are these like inscriptions, or are these actual things?
It's carved into the rock.
Okay. Adaru doesn't really know what he's doing, so he goes with the, I guess, just fuck it up technique.
Sure.
He just, he takes out his python,
yeah,
and he just starts sort of chipping at stuff until things happen, or until he thinks things should happen, or, you know.
It doesn't take much to fuck up a rune. They've almost created their own little minor druid circle. You feel the nature energy just flush out of it as the rune gets broken, and almost instantaneously in the distance, you hear thunder crack. And down below in the valley, you watch all the men look up as clouds start to appear in the sky, and all the rain that has been held back by druidic magic starts to fall on the grateful faces of the platoon. Hey Tavern Goers! Thanks again for listening to Torchlit Tavern. Today's tale featured Mitchell Travis as Atheru, Jeffrey Lisk as Raysk, Ryan Santos as Number 9, and Jameson Oxford as the Dungeon Master. You can follow us and interact with us on Twitter at Torchlit Tavern, or email us with any of your most pressing questions at torchlittavern@gmail.com. You can also find our entertainers on the streets of twitch.tv/TorchLitTavern, yelling obscenities at passersby. If you enjoyed our tale, you can tip your storytellers as you leave the tavern, which you can do via patreon.com/TorchLitTavern. Every little bit helps, and those who tip well and often can find themselves privy to an extra story or two, jokes, or maybe even a bit of hidden lore. Our story continues to grow all the time, and though we have no designs on a vast empire, your help is always appreciated.
Our theme music for this campaign was designed by the bard, Brett Eagleston. Get his music at bretteagleston.bandcamp.com or find links for all his projects by following Bread Eagles on Twitter. This episode was edited and produced by Jameson Oxford and Ryan Santos. Other music and sound effects are provided by Epidemic Sound with help from freesound.org.
And if you should find yourself surrounded by eager ears and attentive listeners, remember to tell good stories.
Hello? Resk? I have a question for you. Do you wanna do a treason? We can do it if you like. We can kill a man. We can shoot a man. Or stab him with a knife. I don't know any more of the song, or I would have sung more than the song for you. And Jay, I recorded that just to make sure you'd have that. Yeah. I know when gold is. I know what gold is.